See, what we have seen in the current state, especially in Indian scenario, most of the companies are going digital in a pilot or a proof of concept basis. So, if the large organization, they suppose they are implementing RPA, a particular department will be implementing RPA. Once they have done it, another department will be doing the same thing, which I believe not all, it is not looked at an enterprise level. There has to be a integrated approach. So by governance, I am more focusing or saying that whether we have involved the right stakeholder at the right time or not. For example, when my business case for digital was being developed, the use case and business case, that time I never involved my risk or a security team. Everything went ahead, finalized the vendor, we did a UAT, all the testing. Then I said, okay, let me do a VAPT AppSec, pre-go live testing, and fine, I am ahead with it. Sometimes if you really see the larger risk aspect, which at the time of pre-go live if you do, it will take you back to your stage 1 where you have to redesign the entire use case and business case. This is where the problem comes. So the governance means involving of the right stakeholder, both to take care of all the aspects. Second, to ensure that it is a larger enterprise-wide initiative and I can leverage the same vendor, same solution, same infrastructure, everything, and not working in isolation. That's very dependent on the extent of or the scope of your digitalization project. Are you going with a pilot or you are going enterprise-wide whole? What happens is the risk part here is if you go in pockets or in phase 1, phase 2, you will start augmenting your infrastructure only for that particular scope. By the time you reach, you may realize that okay, my bandwidth or the connectivity is not so good around it. If the vision is very clear that this particular digital initiative has to be across enterprise-wide, the infrastructure, scalability, reliability, even in terms of the capacity of the bandwidth required has to be estimated at that level only. Because you will build redundancy at the RPA server level. Will you build redundancy from a connectivity level? If I am too much dependent on everything going online, tomorrow if this link fails, what will happen? See, that is the interesting. I use the word digital resilience. It's very important. Business resilience we talk about, cyber resilience we talk about. I'm talking about digital resilience. What if you can say a leg of the entire, they are so tightly coupled, all the technology or integrated, and I'm totally online, 100%. There are banks who are 100% online. You see the amount of dependency they have on the technology. What if there is a slight incident or a break? The operation is getting stopped. The branch, if there is a link break, you still have certain activities which can happen in branch. But if you're totally online, then your resiliency aspect increases that much. Or any e-commerce or anything. I mean, it applies to all the online channels. That is where it has to be looked upon. Okay, so if I take a viewpoint of the privacy as a subject, the draft bill which we have is quite comprehensive with respect to the areas which is getting covered, and it's quite aligned to the global regulation. If you take an example of GDPR, it is pretty much addressing most of the aspect which say GDPR, if that is regulation which is being generally taken as a benchmark by most of the countries now. It is pretty much aligned to that. In the Indian context, again two parts to it. One is the data principle or data subject whose personal information we are dealing with. The one aspect is that. The other aspect is people who are like the data controller and processor who are collecting and managing it. So there are challenges in both the aspects. I'll take the second one first. The challenges which as a processor and controller, it's quite comprehensive. First of all, it came up suddenly, or suddenly in the sense, obviously, they will also give some 1 year, 2 year time, if they gave us. But the thing is that how much as an organization today I am aware what is being captured and how is being captured. That is the biggest challenge. When we established our business, did we think of personal information? The objective was very different. Okay, so my third party, you start sharing this. My architecture, the database was, if I want this access, give him the access of this table. Now this table has 10 other things which he doesn't require, and some of them are personal information. Then I've exposed my personal information to somebody else or some other team which actually doesn't require from a business perspective. So that is the way it was designed. So that is the challenge. I have to relook in the entire business SOP, in my architecture and everything. The other challenge in the same controller process side are some of the rights which they have given. Right to erasure, right to portability. Now if I don't even know how much of personal data is scattered, it's like my universe within my enterprise. If somebody asks me, as a data subject, please delete all my data. Suppose it is not required for any other purpose and everything taken care, I have to delete it practically. How difficult or easy for me to delete? If I'm telling you, now I'm no more your bank customer, please delete everything. Can I go back to my core banking database and take out all transaction of say Vishal Jain's transaction across the table and start deleting it? How practical it is possible? And this is one person. If there are 10 requests every day, same database is actually being queried because of this. This is a very practical challenge you have to handle with. So I think thankfully the regulation in India actually started with first for financial services, with RBI having so much stringent on security and privacy. There is enough work which they have done. You have to relook in terms of some of these privacy by design concept, how much are they capturing it, and I think the third party is very important because financial services you have high business outsourcing type. We have verification agencies, staff collection, call center, inbound, outbound, all those business partners you have lot in both in telecom and in financial services. And most of these business partners are not big companies. There are some of the small and medium, somebody like a direct sales agent, their background. If you ask them do all this stuff, they will also, it's a high cost for them sometimes. So it has to be evaluated in that manner. The control on the business partner is critical. The control of how much you are collecting and storing and how and where do I really need that much of information, that is important. Relook at your the entire data flow from a personal information point of view. Question of what all you have been collecting, who all you have been giving access to, and see whether you can reduce it, because that itself will help you relooking or reducing your exposure. That is important. And the third aspect is the resiliency, which is the offline backup, DR and all those, making sure you understand your entire landscape of how privacy, the personal information is being traveling across or spread across my organization, because that is the first thing which I believe. If I don't even know what I am collecting, where all is scattered, how I am going to protect? And the last and not least, but the most and the foremost important part is the awareness part of it. See, you can implement technology controls is in your hand, SOP driven in your hand, but there are open touch points. If a DSA going to say someone or a call center, if I am making a call, that call center agent is free to ask anything. Or with the marketing guy, they will just do a target segment, he will click out some Excel sheet and then start sharing it. Now that unstructured data of the personal information which is spread in various endpoint devices, laptops, emails is a big challenge. So making sure that people has actually been trained from an awareness and practice point of view. So it's easy to define the structured data, but difficult to make sure the practice is also taking care of privacy.